Hey, this is Rob Hanneman. I'm going to be walking you through our exercise for Unit 2 real quick. So as you can see here, I have our source file up along with the Visual Basic editor just below it. And we've got the actual exercise instructions here as well. So just to walk you through what I've already done now, I've copied this code down from the exercise, just to show what we're doing here. The first thing we're doing is we're declaring our variables. So we use dim, and we'll set last name as a string, first name also as a string, and age as an integer. Then we're going to put values to this. And here we're showing last name referring to cells 2 and 1. What that means is here is row 2, column 1. So that's for first name, or for last name, rather. First name, cells 2, 2, so that's row 2, column 2. And age, cells, row 2, column 3. Finally, we're going to put that information in the message box. Right, so message box, last name, right, with our ampersand concatenator, space, first name, comma, space, age, years old. And all of this is tied to, this macro variables is tied to the button here. So when we push this button, you can see it pops up a message box. It says Smith John, 40 years old, which is all the information from this first row. So pretty easy stuff here, right? Next, we're asked to change it up a bit, right? Our next step is display in a dialog box the row from the table that is indicated by the number in cell F5. So our goal looking like this. So the first thing I'm going to do here in order to get that done is first let's go ahead and click that out. So F5. So here, row 5 and column 6. Right? We'll remember that here in just a second. So first we're going to make this nice and pretty. Put a thick outside border, and per the example given us here, number, make that nice and bold, and now we turn our attention back to the Visual Basic Editor. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to try to take the value from this cell. But the first thing we need to do is declare a new variable, right? So let's go ahead and call this one row, right? Also as an integer. Okay. All right. Next, we need to give our new variable a value. So let's just add this here up on top. Row equals. We can use the same thing, same method we've been using here, right? So for this one, it's going to be cells 5, 6. Right? So row 5, column 6. So we'll set that there as our new variable value for row. And for the rest of this, we just make a simple change here. So instead of 2, putting in an actual number, we're going to call to that new variable we just created. So row 1, row 2, and row 3 for our thing. The dialog box will still show the same last name, first name, years old. So let's go ahead and save this real quick. And now let's test it out. So Let's go for a nice round number, 8. All right, so now 8 is stored here as row. So when we click our button to call on our other variables here, right, it's going to look at, so row now equals 8. Then we'll take last name, cells, row, so 8, 1, 8, 2, and 8, 3. So let's go ahead and test it out. And as you can see here, John Smith, 46 years old, row 8, Smith John, 46 years old. Try it again. Say row 12. And our button, Smith John, 50 years old, 12, Smith John, 50 years old. And there we have it, just by using the methods here from our earlier exercise, just tweaking things slightly, we were able to meet our goal of displaying the values for a row that we added into cell F5. So thank you very much, and we'll see y'all next week.